Hi, I'm Mark. I'm with Pathfinders Real Estate Solutions. Welcome to our blog. This is our first video blog. So in this first video, I just want to tell you a little bit about us, a little bit about our company and what it is that we do. Our official business model is real estate investment, but we like to think that our real business is real estate solutions. Now, what do I mean by that? A real estate investor can be a great asset, can really help you out when you're in a bind, in a tough situation. Many of us in recent years have found ourselves in a tough spot, myself included. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my own personal experiences in future videos. I just don't want to blab on too much about myself in this first video, but I'll get to those things later on, what happened to me, what I did, how I dealt with it. But if you find yourself in that situation, you certainly wouldn't be alone in that kind of position, like I was several years ago, in which you need to sell your house fast and you need to sell your house with minimal effort. Maybe the house needs a lot of work and you're just not in a position to do that. Maybe you've moved and your house just won't sell and you're afraid to put more money into renovations and risk it still not selling, or you might have to rent it out and you're afraid of renting it out. Trust me, I was in that situation years ago when I moved from Fort Bragg and I didn't have enough equity in my house and I rented it out with disastrous results. It was a huge headache. Anyway, I'm going to get into more of that later, as I said. But in any case, what a real estate investor can do is to take on that burden, take on those risks, and let you move on. Now, a real estate investor can offer a solution. And all real estate investors, if they really are bona fide real estate investors, all real estate investors can pretty much offer the same solution. And that is, a real estate investor can buy your house, can buy it for cash, which means they can buy it fast so that you can get out from underneath it. That's great. We can do the same thing. However, that's just one solution. And maybe that doesn't work for you. Maybe you don't have enough equity in your home to sell it. Maybe it's even underwater. You owe more than what the house is worth, and it seems like you're stuck. There are still possible solutions. Now, many investors won't go past that point. They'll stop there when they hear no equity. They'll say, sorry, there's nothing I can do for you, and then move on. They're either not aware of the other options that are available to you, or they're just not interested in those other options. By the way, sidebar, this is very important. If you do decide to call an investor, call more than one. Call a few. There are many investors that are good at recognizing the options that are available to you and helping you explore those options and make a decision. And most investors are really good people. But just make sure you call a few and find the best one for you. Anyway, in that situation, there are still paths to possible solutions, but most people just don't realize how many options they really have until someone sits down and discusses it with them. That's where we come in. We'll be happy to have a discussion with you, kick around some ideas, go over some things with you, maybe make some recommendations, and you have the power to choose which path is best for you, even if it doesn't involve us. If I think that the best option for you is to try something else first, I'll tell you. In fact, one of the first questions that I'll ask you is, what have you tried so far? And what are you thinking about trying? And I might suggest a couple of things in the interim that you can try. And if we don't do business together, I'll be happy to shake your hand and part ways, and it won't have cost me much more than a little bit of my time and a little bit of your time. And in the process, I will have met a new person and had a very real conversation with them and hopefully helped them out, and that's good too. Speaking of conversation, I've talked long. Sorry about that. I suppose if I could leave you with two important things to take away from this video. One, a real estate investor can really help you out of a tough situation. But if you call one, call more than one, call several, call at least a few. And two, if you do call a few, I hope that I'm one of them. You can reach me at 267-719-3289. That's 267-71 We Buy Houses. Now you can drop the houses when you're dialing on the phone. That's just to help you remember the number, 267-71 We Buy. Or you can contact us through our website, pathfindersre.com. The RE is for real estate. That's pathfindersre.com. Until then, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you find your path. Thank you.